Football is probably the most competitive sport ever invented. The fans are relentless and more hardcore than any sports fans ever. Even the players can be overly competitive at times, with a lot of players even being known to cheat, like this goalkeeper who digs up the penalty spot, making the penalty taker miss and fall over.
And they checked it out. Yeah. Why would you do that? You know it's against the rules.
Well, just watch what Hitz is doing here. He's just trying to kick up the ground a little bit by that penalty spot.
But the fans could be even more relentless, running onto the field, releasing fireworks onto the field, and much worse. You should never do this if you're a football fan. Today we're going through 15 moments when football fans go too far. This first fan was betting with his friend whether or not he could hit this footballer on the head with a water bottle and whether it would reach or not. And it turns out it actually did. Dele Alli was a footballer in this situation and he was going to take a throw-in, but before he does, he gets knocked on the head with a water bottle from the stands before he taunts the fans with a 2-0 hand sign because his team was 2 goals up.
Be interesting to see where Spurs, well, that's a very unsavoury sight as an object is hurled in the direction of Dele Alli on a night where both managers had asked for supporters to show.
But it's a stupid act by one of those so-called supporters in there.
It is mindless, and it is easy to say don't react, but when you've just been hit by an object as he has, I'm sure the sense of injustice is great for Dele Alli. A sense of responsibility.
Well, he doesn't need to be winding him up.
This next moment shows a fan who runs all the way down the stands and onto the football field only to kick the ball out of the player's hands. This player goes to take a throw-in, but this fan interrupts that and kicks the ball away from him. This almost turns into a small scuffle till the security interrupts. This next fan was famous for rushing onto the pitch during the Champions League final. This fan for publicity runs onto the field and is quickly apprehended, but this actually led to her gaining over 1 million followers on Instagram the same night for this publicity stunt, and also because she's beautiful as well. Don't take that away from her.
This is fucking going. She's fucking going. Yes! She did it. Yeah. Oh, she's there. Oh, this is she's fucking going. She's fucking going. Yes! She did it.
Yes!
Because we have got someone on the pitch.
We just got a good bet.
That's lucky, baby.
Haters, whoever.
I can't even believe what just happened. It still does not feel real.
This next moment shows when fans go way too over the top by bringing in fireworks and firecrackers and throwing them onto the pitch, destroying the pitch in the process and stopping the game indefinitely. This happens so many times that there's compilations of fireworks being released onto pitches.
Nu, așa ceva de dinăubiște, așa ceva nu se poate.
This next moment showcases when Cardiff City fans raided the pitch. This was literally seconds after the players had gone through the tunnel, and it took hours to get all the fans off the pitch. Even the person recording this had had enough of everyone rushing onto the pitch.
To leave the pitch so that the players can come out and celebrate with you. Please leave the pitch and let the men who played this to the Premier come out and receive the applause that they deserve.
This next fan actually ends up taking a free kick for this team while he's being chased by security. The players are unaware of the player invading the pitch until they notice the ball going towards the goal while they're taking a free kick. Obviously it was retaken by the team, and the goalie is actually aware of this and actually saves the ball from going in with ease. He was then apprehended shortly afterwards. This next fan actually approaches football legend Luis Suarez when he played for Liverpool. He harasses Suarez until he actually gets down on his knees and worships him. He then stands back up and taunts towards the cameras, which would have probably offended hundreds of thousands of people watching at home, including kids. This next moment is actually quite hilarious. This next football fan actually tries to climb over the fence at this game, something that a lot of fans actually do, which is quite dangerous, but this one fan was caught on camera and the guy completely fails and ends up falling back, making himself look foolish in the process, even though he does actually nearly make it. This next fan parachutes onto the pitch. Obviously this was for publicity, and you could tell this by the parachute and his lack of surprise. Weirdly enough, this isn't the only time this has happened though, when a fan actually parachutes into a match. In this boxing match, for publicity, a fan used a motorised parachute to glide into the stands, interrupting the match and risking a lot of people's safety. Luckily, no one was injured.
With a good stiff left jab. Appears to be a little swelling under the left eye of Riddick. Nothing serious right now, but they've been using the end swell right from the first round, probably as a preventive measure. And whoa, somebody just... There's been a parachutist, a skydiver, has just landed here at ringside. Tried to come into the ring. He hit the ring ropes, and there is chaos here at Caesar's Palace in the outdoor stadium. And time has been called as some maniac has attempted to parachute here. A skydiver or a parachutist tried to land in the ring. We are in the 7th round of this fight. He landed on the ring apron, crashed into the ropes, And now security is all over him along with the people at ringside. And then he swung into the ring right near the Riddick Bow corner. A bizarre occurrence. We're going to show you watch the left side of your screen where the Bow corner's in the foreground. See the photographer's looking, and he landed on the top ring with his parachute hung up on the overhead canopy. And
this next group of fans strangely decided to throw beach balls onto the field, which is obviously very strange, and I have no idea how they actually managed to sneak this many beach balls into the stadium without security noticing, but they did, and they interrupted the game as they had to all be collected. This next moment shows when Neymar Jr., one of the best wingers in football, was being touched and harassed by a fan in the stands. As he took an alternative route to get out of the stadium, Neymar being Neymar, he obviously retaliated in this situation as well. This next fan actually takes the team's penalty. This Russian team is in a tense spot, and this penalty could be the difference between winning and drawing the match. But this fan interrupts the penalty and actually takes it himself before running off while being chased by security. This next fan actually does something very weird and unusual. This has never been done before, and this has never been attempted afterwards, but this fan decides to throw money onto the pitch to try and distract the players. This doesn't work, probably because it was only a stack of $1 bills, but still, this is very strange. In these completely separate games, these next fans throw weird items onto the pitch, including baby dolls and toy pigs. Some of these are in protest of something the players or the clubs are doing, and others are just random publicity stunts. This next moment actually comes from a player going way too far. Eden Hazard is usually a nice guy unless he's losing. In this situation, he actually kicks and injures a ball boy who you can see is in pain afterwards. This is because for some reason the ball boy wasn't actually giving Hazard the ball for whatever reason.
One of the Chelsea players, I think, has attacked, or certainly has wrestled the ball away from the ball boy and left the poor boy in something of a heap, and it's no wonder that the Swansea players are angered by that. Lampard prime among them. Well, that's inexcusable by Eden Hazard. There is no excuse for that at all.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here. Turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.